Our network is full of dedicated trains hauling cargo across the map. We have flatbed wagons responsible for steel, logs and construction materials, van trains full of food, machines and tools, and even hopper trains carrying coal and grain along the west coast. Today though sees the most exciting of them all. We're getting into the oil business with some tanker trains. Hey everyone, it's M4J here and welcome back to From Steam to Electricity here on Transport Fever 2. I'm here at Cockerhead Freight Terminal, which is about to get a little bit busier this episode. We've got some plans that are going to involve new trains running through here, lots of awesome stuff. Just looking at these trains here badly need upgrading too. That will happen. I've also got this here. Excuse me, that's a good start. This coal train here, I'm just going to speed up time a second. I just want to see what happens when this hits the hill between Uckfield and Stowmarket, because right now it is cruising at 40 miles an hour. And these are the new Armstrong goods locos that we've just got. We have still got time progression. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, you can see that it's starting to slow down. 39, 38, 37. But I think the old locos had slowed down to like 20 at this point, so I still see this as a bit of a win. But we do need more powerful locomotives because now we're starting to struggle going up the hill. Now the alternative of course is double heading, which is something in theory we could do. For the really heavy trains that could well be something we end up doing, because we're slowing right down now. It is starting to struggle, which means other trains will also start to struggle. But I think these coal trains right now are the heaviest trains we have on the network, I believe. Is it full? Oh yeah. From this angle here, it looked like the rear wagons were different. Like they're a different colour. How weird. We made it up the hill though, which is awesome. I'm quite happy with that. In a second, we'll make it up the hill again, I'm sure. But 182 coal, that's quite a lot. That is quite a lot. We are also going to be introducing a new train into Stowmarket again today, after removing one over the last couple of episodes. But I guess you could argue we wouldn't have been able to introduce the new one if we hadn't removed the old one. So again, I still see that as a bit of a win. My word, you just made me a lot of money. That's very nice to see. How is this doing now? Yeah, we've still got so much iron ore, but the coal is coming in, and in a second we'll have another 182 coal. This might even level up at some point. That's kind of my objective for this big project as well, is to try and get some of the industries to level up. And the one I was looking at was this, the fuel refinery. So I think the one over here, you need a bit of a boost as well actually. But we're going to fix that right now because I have a plan for today's episode. I've actually planned this out. And if the money stays as it is, which it looks like it will do, we will see this through to the bitter end. I'm just looking here. Yeah, no sandbox, no costs. Have I really been playing for 90 hours in this save? Oh no, game time total 116 out. Oh my god, I need a life. I need to go outside. I haven't seen the sun in God knows how long. Crazy. Milliseconds per day, I'm also tempted to see if I can increase that, just to slow down time a little bit without having to literally pause it. And we're transporting a lot of cargo. Very nice. This is what I wanted to show you. So, today, it's quite a big window this, you'll have to bear with me. We are taking crude oil at Stafford and turning it into oil at Stafford. We're then loading that onto a train to Cockerhead from Stafford. More on that in a second. Then fuel to Stowmarket, fuel to Stafford, and then that's one line done. We're then replacing the mixed Leatherhead line with new lines if needed, which I don't think we need to do, but we'll come to that more in a second. And then we are rerouting mixed Cockermouth 2 to no longer travel to the steel mill. Now I know what that means, but I'll explain more in a second. Basically what we're doing is right now we have a line from here. In fact, we have two lines from here. One of them is just crude oil that's shuttling back and forth. One of them is this one, which is taking crude oil down here, turning it into oil. It's then taking that oil right the way up to Leatherhead over here. It turns that into fuel. It then takes that fuel down through Stowmarket. It then comes over here and apparently picks up steel. I don't know what that's all about. And then transports that steel over to here where it's turned into tools. Now, apparently we do have steel coming over here, but I think it's from this steel mill and not from this steel mill, which is fine. Because we do have a supply. Yep, Stafford and Stowmarket as well, which is that one. Oh yeah, I think I know where that's coming from. That's fine. But this line here, it gotta go. It's not efficient at all. So what we're going to do, and I didn't actually realize we had another crude oil line over here, but that's perfect because that's going to be the one that we now use. So I'm going to grab this. I did not mean to keep that one open. We're going to grab this. The first thing we're going to do is rename this. So you are mixed, technically tank Stafford. Stafford, apparently. Went all New England then. Right, we're going to do that. We're going to pin you. That's good. So you, after Stafford South, you are going to come over here, like so. And you are going to be dropping off oil. Lovely. And you're not going to pick up anything yet, although that may change. I'm actually just going to quickly set... No, I'm not. That's stupid. You do that. Right. Oh. Yeah, you're dropping the right thing off. So here, you are unloading crude oil, which is there. And you are loading oil. There we go. And then this one, you are unloading nothing. Nice. So that's now set up for what we want to do. The next thing we want to do is create a train line that runs from here up to here. And it's going to be a very simple line. Very simple indeed. In fact, it's going to do a little bit more than just that, but we'll get to that in a second. So you're basically going to do this and this. I'm going to set these up as I go, otherwise I'm going to forget. So here, you are loading up oil. You are unloading fuel. This one, you're going to do this and this. I need to make sure that you are the right platform. Which you are. Good stuff. There we are. And then you're going to run up to here. Where you are going to unload... yeah. So we need to set the platform up first. Let's say number 6. With 5 and 4. And then, yeah, here you are unloading oil. And you are loading fuel. Which I hope is the opposite to what I just did over here. Unloading fuel, loading oil. Loading fuel, unloading oil. Perfect. Then from there, you come round to over here. And yeah, this is where things are going to get busy. Which I'm not particularly fond of. I always do this wrong. There. Which I'm not particularly fond of, but needs must. Obviously, no loading, no unloading here. You then come up into the goods yard where you are going to unload all that lovely fuel you've been carrying. I might just load fuel here again. Just in... not fuel, sorry, oil. Just in case there is a scenario in which a refinery suddenly pops up over here. I doubt it, but you just never know. Like so. And then over again to Cockerhead. Where we'll use platform 1, I guess. This time, and we'll do 2 and 3. And here you are once again unloading oil, loading fuel. And then for the final trick here, we're coming back to the head shunt. And you are coming in on track 1 with 2. And take off both of those. Nice. So you are mixed tank. Stafford to Stowmarket. And the best thing about this line right now is if Scarborough ever decides it needs fuel, it's ready to go, which is excellent. So the next part of this journey is over here. We need a simple truck that goes from here over to this fuel refinery. Now, I am going to reroute all of this because right now we only have one line that comes through here, and it's the one that we're actually replacing. So what I'm going to do, I think, is create a new road at the back here. Just keep you flat. And we'll do something like this. And then we'll draw you straight across the back like so. And then we're going to pop the truck stop into that. No, I'm going to start by default making them 20. And this isn't going to get connected to anything right now, so we're just going to do it like this. That's absolutely fine. Cool. I also don't need this on super time speed, because look how much money we've got now. That's crazy. To you. To you. Over at this first one here, you are going to be loading oil and unloading fuel. This one over here, you are going to be loading fuel and unloading oil. Lovely. And this is technically a mixed line again, so we will name it accordingly. So you are mixed tank Leatherhead, MIT. So that's ready to go. And then this bit over here, the fuel, yeah, we need one more line, which I think we're going to take out of here again and bring it into town. But we need to find out where in town we need to be dropping fuel. Fuel comes over here by the looks of it and nowhere else. Eventually I need to start placing proper truck stops down in here, but this will do for now. So there to there. We'll make you... I think it's that orange. And fuel. Stow market. Is it that orange? It looks like it's that orange. And obviously we will load you just up on that. And unload you just on that. Nice. So I think now we're ready. Where is the line gone? Here. This one. Let's check this is the right line. It appears to be. So manage vehicles. Select all of them. Send to depot. So wherever they are, they're off. Nice. So this line now is going to be doing the job over here. Yep. Good stuff. It's going to get loaded onto a train, which we'll sort out in just a moment. That's then going to take it up through Cockerhead, round all this to Stow Market, where we're going to have another set of vehicles in just a moment. Where's the road vehicle depot in Stow Market? There is one. Oh, it's over here. Yep, already we've got some vehicles. 2, 3, 4, 5. You are going to go out on fuel. I'm hoping we have some over here somewhere. Yep, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are going on mixed tank Leatherhead. We could probably do another 5 on that line as well, although I think line manager's going to kick in at some point. What I might do is just turn that off for a little bit. Right, so we should have nothing now coming through here, which also means we can remove this line. Lovely. We can now also remove this. I might keep this road layout as it is, but I'm going to upgrade these roads like so. This one can be that style. This one can be this style. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Nice. So yeah, you're off and running. So now all we need is the trains. Let's get those up and rolling, shall we? Please tell me I have one. Yeah, here. What do I need? That's the question, isn't it? What do I need? I think a Dean might be a bit... Although there are some slopes here. I was going to see about just getting an Armstrong. For this. I'm going to do this. And then for you, I need it to carry oil. 31 miles an hour, but you carry everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 100 capacity. That should be enough. I think we need 3 of these. Oh, we've still got the old mail trains here as well. Forgot about those. And you are going on MIT. Off you go. So if I check this now, you. Yep, that's going up again. That's encouraging. If I check you, I mean this should also be, that's the wrong one. Leatherhead Fuel Refinery. So this should go above 100 now, I'm hoping. Which will be awesome. It's up to 99. How many... Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry. I renamed the line, didn't I? I was like, why is that not working now? So this here, we're going to extend this out. Like so. Remove that one. So this should be connected still. Yep, good. Stafford South. You're now going to do that. How many vehicles have we got? Yeah, I think we're going to boost the number of vehicles on this part of the line. Because this is awful. What's the rate? I didn't even see what the rate was. 90 and the frequency's 33. So yeah, that needs to go higher. What's the rate over here as well? It's 2-to-1. So we need a lot of delivery coming in. Yep. Alright. That's helped me here a little bit as well. We're going to pop one of those down. And then somewhere, road vehicle depot, here. All of you. I'm assuming you can all carry the stuff. It looks like you can. You're going on this line. Frequency 11 seconds. That's what we want to see. The only problem now will be when trains come through. Which I can hear one, that one there. It's fine though. It could be worse. Yeah, this I think needs to be a little bit longer as well. To make sure there is definitely room for everything. I also need to deliver fuel into town. Because I'm going to guess... Yeah, we're not doing that right now. Where's fuel needed? Oh wow, it's one building. Okay. Actually no, it's... I beg your pardon. It's 2 buildings. Which aren't served from that stop. No, they are served from this stop though. So let's... Oh, thought I saw something else there. Let's set that up as well. Even though it's really not worth the effort, we'll do it anyway, just to appease the masses. I think it was that one. You are loading fuel. You are unloading fuel, and you are fuel. Stafford. Good stuff. And then we could do with getting some vehicles on this actually. So let's just go down to the bottom of this. No, to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuel. There we go. Now, if I check this, I don't think it'll click over yet, because I think we need to get some stuff here first. There's also the small fact, yeah, I can't actually load anything onto this train right now because we're full of coffee berries. which is not ideal. It's actually getting to the stage where I want to stop coffee berries entirely from being transported because it's just causing too many problems. Where are they even coming from? They're coming from over here. I think for now, I'm going to send all of these to the depot. We don't need them. Coffee berries are causing us a massive problem. We're already carrying stuff down. We don't need more. That's my executive decision on that one. And it frees up the space for other stuff. It's actually a similar problem to what we had down here at Toaster. And now, look at all the other stuff we now have here because it's not full of coffee berries all the time. It's actually really helped us out a lot. And that's one of the reasons why the money's now rolling in. Which means this can now be supplied. This can also now produce. Over here at Rugeley, it's a similar story somewhere. Although the sand... Ah, yes, the sand. Look at that. We have sand now. Coming over here, which is being turned into construction materials. That's exciting. Where's the line that takes care of that? I feel like you don't have enough vehicles now. No, you definitely do not have enough vehicles now. Can you even carry sand? One moment. Well, you European flatbed. Oh yeah, you can carry sand and construction materials. So you just need more vehicles. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 1 every 33 seconds should be absolutely fine. It's coming. And then we'll have the construction materials brought back. We still need to get stone over here. If we can get stone over here, we are winning because we've got 2 supplies then of construction materials, which will be incredibly valuable. And the fact that it's a 1-to-2 ratio as well is also awesome. And then that'll bring construction materials here, which we can then distribute across the rest of the network. And ow, just punched my desk. It'll be really good. Right, back to the plan. So we have done all of this. Like so. Right, replace mixed leatherhead. That's the next big one. So mixed leatherhead is this line here. It starts at the forest. It goes up here and turns into planks. It then comes down here and drops off planks. And then comes into Scarborough over here. Now, to my knowledge, Scarborough transfer here is already served. One of these delivers planks. One of these delivers steel. I think this is the steel one, no? Yeah, this is the steel one. I'm just going to set you to only drop off tools when you come back. And then here... Oh, wait, your machine... Yeah, your machines, not tools. You muppet. Machines. And then this one, you are only unloading steel. There we go. That's probably going to mess things up. And then this one, I've already set up off camera. This handles planks. Not only does it handle planks here, it also handles planks over here. Very nice. Although, saying that... Oh no, I had a tool line. That was it. I think this handles everything anyway now. So from here, it unloads planks and it loads up tools. Yes, it does. Although right now, this hasn't got the memo. Where are these tools going? Are these tools going to... Oh no, they're going into town. That's fine. I might actually reroute that so it starts here and goes up here. Maybe. I need to make sure that this is correct in that it's unloading. Oh, well, there you go. That answers that question. Unloading tools. And then here I believe it's doing the same. Oh no, yeah, you're not unloading anything on that one. But this one, you should be loading up with tools when you come back. And it looks like it is. It's just not configured yet. So let's quickly reroute this line as well. So you're actually going to start from here now. And that's actually a big help for lots of things. Because it now means it can pick up tools from elsewhere on the network that have been brought in. Which is exciting. You are unloading tools. And that's already flicked over. So I know that still works. Alrighty, that's cool. Happy with that. How are our oil trains doing? Have they done anything yet? I don't think this is the first one. I think the first one is actually... Or maybe not. No, that is the first one. Ah, cool. Right, so one other thing I need to do. I always forget to do this. Run around train. And I also need to timetable you. Because I always forget to do that as well. It's like this one here. I forget to... Well, that one doesn't really need it. This one does, though. So, Nailsworth, unbunch. We'll say 10 minutes. Haltwhistle, unbunch. 10 minutes. Rugeley? Nah, we won't worry about Rugeley. And then this one. Unbunch. So it's Stafford. Unbunch by 10. Not Stowmarket. We'll do it at... Actually, maybe we'll just do this. Yeah? What are you? Toasted a Haltwhistle. Yeah, you need unbunching as well. Although you already are unbunched. I guess I just didn't tick the box. And then this one... Yeah, you don't need... Don't need to worry about that with you. What about you? Rugeley to Nailsworth. I think you only have one train running anyway, so you're fine. Right. Anything waiting here? Yes, we have some oil. 11 oil. That's cool. That's very cool. But we have a big queue of traffic. So eventually we're going to have to build a bypass. What are these black lines? Here. Can you see those? Like here on the screen. Yeah, you can. And these black bars. Who are? It's like the contour lines are up or something. No idea what's going on there. How are we doing to time? 27 minutes. Excellent. So, I just wanted to watch what this train here is doing. But I think we'll be fine. Do you know what I will do? Is I'll just pin you there. There you go. Now I can see what you're doing. And how you're loading and all that stuff. Over here, this is looking good. We've got lots of vans coming in, loading up. I'm just going to check. I did have a quick look just now, didn't I? But I don't think we have anything. Oh, we do have. We do have new things. Okay. Well, this might be a changer. The fact that these can carry up to 20. Well, that's tempting, isn't it? To get some of those out on this. That's very tempting. Let's see what I can do here. So I need something that can carry... Or did I have this problem before? You can carry oil. You can't carry fuel. You can carry everything. Yeah. So you... That's weird though, because you can't carry fuel. And... Oh no, yeah, look. Oil and fuel. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to replace it with those then. 9 million. Boom. Done. Yeah, and these are full. Well, not full. They're half full. In fact, they're not even half full. They're a quarter full right now. But that's fine. You've now loaded up on 23 oil. Oil's worth quite a lot, though. So in a minute, that's going to be very lucrative indeed. These trains are going to shuttle back and forward nice and quick. Just want to check the length of these. Seems to be okay. Cool. So yeah, Leatherhead, this line here. What I need to check is we have this log Leatherhead line, which goes from here Does it stop there on the way? No, it doesn't. It just goes straight up to here and then back down. I don't believe... that one. Yeah, okay, you drop off over there. Yeah, there's nothing that actually drops logs off, though. So I think what I'm going to do is take Leatherhead log 1, this one. And what I'm going to do here is have you come up here for your second stop as well. And you are going to unload logs. And then you're going to carry on up to here. As well as unloading logs, actually, you're also going to load logs. So here you're only going to load logs. Then you're going to unload logs and load logs. Over here, you're going to unload logs and turn them into planks. And then down here, you are going to unload planks. That's fine. We have no vehicles on that line right now, but we will do shortly. Next... So going back to this line, yeah, bringing stuff into West Street. So Scarborough transfer. So what are you loading? Machines. But I think we have a line that does that over here, don't we? Yeah, machines Leatherhead. So that's also taken care of. So the logs up to here, that's taken care of. Bringing the planks down here is now taken care of. Bringing the planks over here is now taken care of. And then bringing the machines back is also taken care of. So these can all go to depot. And this can now go goodbye. Nice. I now need to find the road vehicle depot here. And we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, you can shift click, can't you? No, that's not the right one. Is it here? Okay, I didn't work how I wanted it to. I think I want like 15. Maybe you can shift click down here. Nope. Nope, that's definitely not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't need to count. It says it at the bottom. Like this, and we'll have you on this log line. I also need to come down here and rebuild this. Make it a little bit bigger. Like so. Then make sure that this can actually be used properly. So what is this? Leatherhead halt. There we are, and then I will just add one of those there. So you're starting to climb the hill now, I believe. Yeah, you're struggling for speed. These are quite steep hills. You don't really appreciate it until you look at it from this angle. And then you see it's a solid uphill climb the entire way. There's a lot going on there. How are you doing? You're starting to get there. How are you doing now? Oh, yeah. That's still not high enough, though, in my opinion. So, what are you all going to... Please tell me you're not waiting to cross the railway. No, you're not. Oh, this is a problem, though. Yeah. Can I upgrade this road? Yeah. Just this bit. Like so. Now I hope would help me out here. I hope. We'll have to see on that one, won't we? So what are you carrying now? Oh, you're just looping around and going back in. That's fine. That's fine. Right, that one's got out of the way. Where are you going? Okay. It's all doing weird things, everybody. It's all doing weird things. We'll get there. I don't know what this one's waiting for. So there's St. John's Road, which is that. Right, you're now moving. Good. We have a lot of buses on this line, I've just realised. Huh. Okie dokie. See, I'm hoping future... What? No, see, you're turning into the wrong bit. That's annoying. One of these... I think both of these now are stopped. Yeah, so they're not loading up anymore, which is also annoying. How did you get fuel on board? Oh, you must have stopped at Cockerhead first. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Alright, this might need a rethink. We might have to turn this one into a bridge, maybe. And see if that does the trick. You're struggling to get up the hill, but you're almost at the top. Oh, you're actually slowing down now for the 20 anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, this is a problem. And actually, this is one line I didn't check. This is one line that probably should have been checked. How are we doing for time? We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh, you're still picking up coffee berries, but you're bringing them straight down to here. So I'm actually tempted for now just to leave you be. Oh, that's a lot of vehicles. Look at that. Is it because of a slope? Oh, you're queuing to come the other way. It's just this junction, I think. Wow. Do you know what I'm going to do? For this line. Although, how many lines actually supply this? You're still supplying. How are you doing there? 300, 300. It's quite a lot, because food is one of the most important things on the network right now, so I do not want to mess that up. So you're fine doing that, and we can increase the output in just a second. This one, though, so what are you doing? You're picking up grain, you're taking it over to here, you're then taking the food into Stafford, but we have a line that does that anyway, I believe. Yes. Then you come down through here to the coffee berries, and then you bring those coffee berries into Haltwhistle. So what I'm really tempted to do with you is remove everything except for number 4 and number 5. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that. So all you are doing now is going out and picking up coffee berries from over there and bringing them down to over here. That is all you are responsible for. I'm fine with that. As for this line over here, the other one, you, congratulations, are getting upgraded to this. So you need to carry grain and food, which that one does, and also that one does, but we can't afford to upgrade them all. So what I'm going to do here is pick a random number of these. Can I click and drag? No. Some of these are going in the depot, basically, because we do not need that many. In fact, I think here I can just shift click. Yeah, 43. Keep going up. 78. So let's go down there. 75. Depot. The rest of these, 77. I'm going to sell 2 because I don't like odd numbers like that. The rest of you, you're getting upgraded. And that's what's going to handle the food moving forward. Now obviously we're going to have to do some rebuilding over here. Like so. In fact, can I squeeze a... Yeah, I can squeeze a 4th one in. Good stuff. Can't do anything with these. Nope, can't even fit that there. So it is going to be whatever you have here is what you have. How much can you carry? 30. See, that's awesome. Think how many trucks that is. That's 8 trucks. That's awesome. That's really awesome. And then when you come down to here and turn that into delicious food, What I need to make sure here is when you go back into Warwick, you do actually unload within the vicinity of the station. Because it looks like you do. Yeah, it appears to be that you do. So Warwick here, you are loading up with food. Yeah, you are also unloading food. Yeah, I need to start setting these up properly for what they are, which I think that is now. And then one other thing I will need to do is increase the size of these trains so that they can actually carry it all. Depends how much is getting delivered to Warwick. Quite a bit. How's this looking as well? That's pretty good. Oh, you've got your allowance, actually. It's machines that you need more of. We'll work on that. But yeah. So this train here, when you come down the hill, just fast forward a minute and have a look. Any second now. This is doing alright. 30 out of 55. That's pretty good. Right. Train's arriving. I just want to see how much it unloads and how much it loads. Basically nothing. Okay. We might have to have a dedicated food line from here down to the freight terminal. How we're going to achieve that, I don't know. Almost tempted just to use trucks. And instead of having this here, replace it with a proper truck stop. But yeah, these are... What's the ratio? It's a 2 to 1. So yeah, it's going to come back half loaded. I don't know where the first one is that's got all the grain on board. I needed to rebuild this as well, I think. Can you even keep up? That's the other question. You might be struggling a little bit here. Although the time it takes to load... Yeah, you didn't load up in time. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Right, we're going to have to wrap up in a second, which means we're probably not going to get everything done that I had planned, but we came pretty close. The only other thing we need to do... So we've done that now. Reroute Cockermouth 2. Mixed Cockermouth 2, which is all the way over here. This line. So what it does right now is it picks up iron ore from here. It brings that down. It goes via a waypoint here. But it brings that down to, well, it brings it up to over here. And then picks up the steel and brings that down here. And then it, I don't know what it does from here actually, but it comes over here and picks up grain and brings that over here. What we're going to remove is this section here and this section here. So now what it's going to do is pick up the iron ore and it's going to bring it down to over here. Now I believe this station here is actually already full. But what we're going to do is rebuild these trains. But I'm not going to sell... I'm not going to replace these trains. I'm going to send them to the depot. Wherever that's gone. Over here. Which might take some time to do. And we're going to get all new trains that are longer. Basically the same length as these ones almost. And that's going to be what sustains all of this. Although this, I think, is full. Yeah. So that's going to be a problem. So I'm almost tempted actually just to have it shuttle back and forth here. And maybe up to here. And not do the iron ore anymore. Because we've got iron ore from here that's getting brought over here. So this is getting used. And we don't need to do the steel anymore because that's getting brought over by trucks from Uckfield. So, yeah. I don't think we need to worry about that one so much. So, yeah, this line here, I think I'm just going to make it do this triangle. I think I'm okay with that. So we're going to remove 1, 2, or what was 2. What's the drive? The drive is over there, so we're going to remove you. And the waypoint with it. So now you just go there, there, and there. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Make sure you don't unload anything there. As for this, I think we'll just leave them as the trucks because the frequency right now is 4 seconds. So that's going to kick in at some point and change. Make sure that you are still... Yeah, you are still picking up tools. You will eventually get steel as well, of course. You are still being supplied. Good. Hopefully that might actually kick the supply in at some point as well. Oh, you need renaming this line. Because you're not Cockermouth anymore. You are technically Uckfield. So I think that makes you Uckfield 6. Oh no, Uckfield 4. I jumped the gun quite a lot there. Uckfield 4. And then we will need to turn line manager on again because that's going to be an insane number of trucks. A frequency of 4 seconds is way too much. Let's put it that way. But yeah, you are going to load up fast. I'll give it that. I'm almost tempted again to get traction engines there. So I'm not going to replace these trains for now. I'm going to leave them as they are. What is going on over here? You're just waiting. Yeah, I need this all to move a little bit faster. So you're heading out onto the main line. I can tell that. So once that one's out of the way, hopefully this one can start moving forward. Nope, because now this one's coming out. Get out of the way. Everybody, out of the way. Oh, now you're coming across. I feel like we need a priority system. Because now you're coming out, but you're going into a platform. So actually you might clear up some space in a second. Although you're now going to come straight across. Oy vey. Yeah, this is very inefficient. I'm sure this will all get replaced at some point. The fact that we've got this lovely lot of land over here suggests what we should do with all of this. And now you're coming across. This could be forever before this actually kicks into gear and starts doing what it's supposed to do. The main thing is, folks, we are starting to remove loads of lag-inducing trucks off the roads. And once line manager kicks in, that will go down even more. Why? Oh, because you're going straight across. And now you're moving. Excellent. I just want to see how much money this makes. It will increase. Where is... Yeah. So you have now got more fuel waiting, I assume, to head to... Oh, you're heading to Stowmarket. You're not actually heading to Stafford yet. Interesting. You've got... Yeah, you've got a train's worth right there. That's awesome. Just as this one's leaving. Where's the other one? There's a question. It's not arriving there. So it must be behind... First one, no? Oh, it's over here. Do you have anything on board? You got 26 fuel. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm just checking. There is no oil near here, is there? There's crude oil. Is that too easy? No, because we're transporting fuel back as well. It was just to do something here. If we could... There's no oil refinery, is there? No. Not that I can see. That is the nearest one. I'd like to check that. Consumers. Stafford Oil Refinery, which is the one over here. Yeah, not quite. Oh, Nailsworth. Actually, where's Nailsworth? Oh, Nailsworth is absolutely miles away. I knew it was on our... It's also nowhere near Nailsworth. I didn't see how much money you made, but you're still in the negatives, so it can't have been that much. And now you're going to wait 16 days to get out onto the main line again. This station, by the way, is just Steel Central. Look at that. And we're also in that annoying predicament where there's no room to add any other freight buildings apart from over here. Which we might have to do. I think part of the problem is a lack of capacity on this line. Because it's these trains, isn't it? Scarborough to Toaster. Yeah. The trains aren't long enough. So we might have to add some more wagons onto those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not much, is it? I think the capacity is only like 60 with those. If that. Maybe 70. What's that? 40, 72. Oh, 80. Capacity is 80. Which actually sounds like a lot when you say it like that, but yeah, I'm still not 100% believing it. Did I sort this? I did, didn't I? Technically, it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but it no longer goes to the steel mill. So I'll count that as a win. And I think I'll also count this as the end of the episode. So I'm going to go away and plan out the next episode now. Have a look at what other inefficient long lines we have. To be honest, I think we're going to start looking at this sort of thing. Particularly over here. Although saying that, I think we need the railway to come down here first before that becomes a thing. So the next episode might even be looking at extending the railway south. Possibly the Haltwhistle one, because this is the main line. And yeah, at some point Haltwhistle Central here will get rebuilt. So it'll become 8 platforms, sorry, instead of the current 4. With the crossovers and stuff. Much like we did at Toaster. So this end here will probably extend outwards. I don't know what that means for the road. Hopefully it still works. But this side here especially is going to get extended out. And we can also extend to the south because all of this can get rebuilt. Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan then. Possibly extending from Haltwhistle down south through Knutsford to Hale, where there'll likely be a branch up here to... Is it Godalming? Godalming, however you say that. We do have fuel refineries here as well, and we have towns that accept fuel. Where the stations are going to go, I don't know. The temptation is to build them near the docks as well, to have connections. But maybe we'll just do that with the goods and not with the passengers, because passengers can come down this side and this way, and then Hale, you can build a big junction. And then, was it Wisbeach next? Actually, do you know what? I think the next task will be extending south from Toaster. Blackburn is here. We could then connect up some of these other places we're talking about, including this fuel refinery. We can come down to Gateshead. I think that might be a plan. And then from Gateshead, we can skirt this and head down to Paignton. Yeah. Gateshead. Maybe here we'll have a junction that heads off to Loddon. Although that might also... I don't know. I actually don't know. But yeah, Toaster down to Blackburn, I think, is the priority. A station over here. And then from here to Gateshead would be quite easy. And then once we get to Gateshead, that's going to be the challenge. How do we get from Gateshead to Paignton? Because I think Paignton would be the next stop. And I'm almost tempted, actually, from Blackburn. Swing round the back of this. Have the station for Gateshead here, and then have the main line come around this way to then reach Paignton, because that looks a lot flatter. It's just a shame it's right near the edge of the map, but I think that is the way to go. And then from Paignton, I guess it would curve around this way. It might even have a junction over to Shepshed. Shepshead? Shepshed, however you say that. So many places in the UK I don't know how to pronounce the names of. Have you noticed that? And then it flattens out a lot more here to Kirkby Moorside. Alrighty. That train is still waiting to leave Stowmarket, by the way. Insane. I think from Kirby, there will actually be a split. One line down this way and one line across to New Haven, where it would then join up with a line from up here, which will go via Middlewich, I guess. So somewhere around this area is probably going to be another big junction, with a line maybe bridging over to Abingdon as well. Okay. This would have been good to connect up. And there's plastic there. That might be too much of an ask. Especially this one. Closes in 54 days. We're going to have a slightly extended episode here, folks. Because I've just seen something that I think would make a really awesome... Is it see. Yeah. And I can still build it. There we go. So we're going to do that here. Over here, we're going to do something very similar. This one, though, I might just connect it in like that. Sure. And then up here, we're going to do this. Right, can we do... That would work. But no, I think over here is fine. Maybe just on the corner. Like that. And then some of that oil is going to come up here. In fact, all of the oil is going to come up here. But what I'm going to do is this. And then I'm going to do this. Okay. Now you might be wondering why. It's a very good question. So first of all, let's get these two lines here connected. So it's you to you through Woodstock. And to be honest, there's kind of a temptation here to do a little bit more with it. Like that. Maybe. Maybe for this one. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. So, you obviously are going to do this. You're loading up with crude oil. At Woodstock North, take your pick. You are turning that crude oil into oil. And then at Woodstock Annex, you are turning that oil into fuel. And then technically, here, you could then bring that fuel down and drop it off in town. Which line you do that on, or which road you do that on, I should say. Let me just have a quick look. You could do it here. That covers everything. Now, of course, I chose the one road I couldn't do it on. Let's do it there. Hopefully this works. Like that. And you are unloading fuel. Right, you are mixed tank. Woodstock. And in theory, we can actually start this line running. So where's the depot? Road depot is there. And yeah, you guessed it. We're going to use the big trucks for this. We'll get like 20 just to start things off. We're going to need way more than that, but right now we'll get 20. Cool. So this now, yep, look at that. We saved it, everybody. This line here will get running in the future if we need it. So that's now running. What we're going to do over here is we're going to have a ship line that picks up oil and plastic from here. Brings that all the way up to over here. It's going to drop off the oil and plastic. The oil is going to get loaded onto a train, which we'll sort out in just a second. I think. Yes. Well, that's very busy. It's also the fact this train still can't get out of Stowmarket, which is annoying. And then the ship's going to get loaded up with fuel. And that fuel is going to get brought all the way back down to here, where it's going to be loaded back onto the truck. So let's set up this. You are a tanker, so we can actually just use proper... Actually, no, you can't, because you're carrying plastic too. Yeah, no, that won't work. So you are loading up on oil and plastic, and you are unloading fuel. At Haltwhistle, again, take your pick. You can have all of them. You are unloading oil and plastic, and you are loading up on fuel. Just check I got that the right way around. Yep, looks like I have. Good stuff. So you are mixed. Woodstock to Haltwhistle. Don't think I have one of those. No, good. And we could get a ship starting to run on that, because the plastic will be useful for the goods factory. This one. Even though you've got quite a lot of plastic coming in, you're going to have even more soon. The only other thing I need to do then would be to extend this line here from Stafford down to Haltwhistle, which is actually going to be quite easy to do. So after this, you're going to go into Stafford. Just pause for a second just while I sort this out. 1, 2, 3. You're going to unload fuel. You're then going to come all the way down to here. Where, yeah, take your pick. Where you are also going to unload fuel, and you're going to load up on oil, which is probably going to ruin what we've got going over at, maybe I'll say 50%. Like so. The only way this would have been better is if there wasn't a refinery here and we just brought crude oil up to here, and then this could carry plastic up and oil and crude oil up and bring back fuel and oil to then be turned into plastic. That would have worked better, but it is what it is. The frequency of this is now terrible, so we're going to need a 4th train. But I think that's now good. Although here I need to make sure that you are also not unloading that now. You are also unloading... Oh no, nothing. Yeah. Because you're now taking care of that one here. Unloading fuel. Do you know what we could do? At Stafford. We could also load up on oil. And bring some of that oil down here. Don't you think? And then here, this line, as well as loading up on fuel, here, you could also load up on oil. That's not a bad idea. I need a shipyard. Alright, what's the biggest one you've got that's also quite quick? You can carry up to 116 miles an hour. 10 of you, please. Mixed Woodstock to Haltwhistle. I believe that's the correct line. If it's not, almighty swearing. Nope, no swearing required. So you now... Yeah, nothing yet. Oh, it's because we also need an extra one of you. 14 minutes. I think that's going to be fine for now. And then for the timetable, what are you? Stafford to Stowmarket. That one. So the unbunched time there is fine. We're going to have another unbunched time over here. Oops. This mod is a pain sometimes. Stafford to Stowmarket, unbunched time of 10 minutes. Okay. Alrighty. I just hope this starts to work. Is it this frequency maybe is... No? Okay, I guess we just haven't got the oil delivered yet. this one's starting to kick in. In fact, it's there already. That's quite quick. I appreciate that. So that's going to come across to here. So you're being supplied. Yep, correct. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I do just want to check this line one more time though, because I feel like this is where the problem is. So, Stafford, here, you are unloading fuel, you are loading oil, and then at Haltwhistle, you are unloading... Oh, because I haven't set that up. And this is why we check these things. Let's just pin you again as well, just in case. So yeah, Haltwhistle, you are now unloading oil and fuel. You are also loading oil up to a certain amount. Yeah, and then cock ahead there, you're unloading oil and loading fuel. Why are you unloading oil? Can't actually remember why. And then for the ship here, at Upper Wiz Beach, you should be unloading oil. Because you're not unloading oil, you're loading oil. There we go. And there we go. Now it's working. Okay. It's good. There's a little checklist that you can do for these things. And we found the problem. Alrighty then, folks. We're going to wrap up May then with quite a lot. May Madness, I think we're going to have to call this month, because we have done a lot today in terms of loading, unloading, all that good stuff. The main thing is, oh look, I could get a boat there as well that comes down to here and does that. I think I'm distracting myself now though, aren't I? What's the ratio here? It's a 2-to-1, isn't it? So I think that's just showing it off there nicely. Yep. Alrighty. That's fine. In fact, here come the first ones. We might as well watch this drop off and see what it does. I mean, I think the plastic, first of all, is just going to go straight over there. I don't know what that ratio is either. It's a 1-to-1. So that one should then appear over here. Maybe. You've consumed one. Have you turned it into something yet? No. It'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen. Whoops, clicked the wrong thing. There we go. So you've got 8 coming in now. There we go. Now we've got plastic. Alrighty then, folks. Yeah. May Madness is drawing to a close. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all of the support you guys have given the channel. I think I mentioned this a couple of episodes ago. We hit 2,000 subscribers, which is just awesome. In fact, it's risen even higher since then, so I'm very, very grateful for that too. So thank you everybody who's helped make that happen. It's, as I said, very much appreciated. If you've enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, then be sure to hit that like button. Again, really helps me out. If you have any ideas for future episodes, or if you just want to leave feedback on the current episodes, drop those comments down below. Again, the interaction, all that stuff is really, really useful and really helpful and much appreciated. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, guess what? It's really appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and until next time, I will see you soon.